Hello, good afternoon students. Let us try to understand the derivation of the Bohr's radii students, and then we'll try to solve out the problem based on it. Already the Bohr's atomic model, everything has been already completed. Now in this video we are going to derive the Bohr's radii and energy of the orbits. Okay, so let us have a look over it, student. Okay, so derivation, we are going derivation of Bohr's radii. Right, student. So this is what we are going to derive. Dear student, you know very well that is there are two types of force are there which are acting or stabilizing the orbits, students. So what are the force are there, students? Suppose this is the nucleus, and here is nucleus, and that is this is the orbit. Okay. Now student, according to Bohr's atomic model, you know that is electron is continuously moving in the fixed energy orbits, right? So here is what is that is, if electron is moving, so which force is stabilizing this? Which force is stabilizing the electron? So two forces are stabilizing the electron. First one is centripetal force and another is centrifugal force. Centripetal force, you know that is it is going towards the center, acting towards the center, and centrifugal force, it is the opposite to the center. So this force, whatever this is coming, this is suppose Fc, and here is what is there, student, centripetal force, and here if you are talking about, so this force, if you can say, that is centrifugal force. Okay, centrifugal force, FF we are writing. Okay, now let us try to look at, students, how can you be able to understand? So this first type of force, upper one, this is, we are putting the name, what is centrifugal force. This is the centrifugal force. Okay, and centrifugal force is acting away from the nucleus, and what is this is equal to what, mv, mv square upon r. And next one is centripetal force, centripetal force. Of centripetal force is also known as electrostatic force, because the nucleus is positive, electron is negative. So centripetal force, how can you derive how centripetal force means Fc is equal to how much it will go, it will go, that is k ZE square upon what is, student, R square. So this is the two. Dear student, you know that is these two forces are equal to stabilize the, okay, to stabilize the electron in the orbits. Okay, so dear student, we know that is centrifugal force. Firstly you can say centrifugal force equal to what, centripetal force, centripetal force. So centripetal force, what is there already, we have mentioned here, centripetal and cent. Dear student, don't get confused. Z means what, atomic number, atomic number. E means what, that is charge of electron. E means charge of electron. Okay, K is, that is, it is constant, right? So let us put out the centrifugal force means what, that is mv square upon r. Centripetal force means k ze square upon what, student, that is r square, right? Now one r to another r, that is it will be the cancel out. So we can also write that is mv, okay, mv square is equal to what we can write, or v square, better you can write v square is equal to this, we can put out that is k ze square, and that m will come in the denominator and it will be mr. That is equation number 1. Now from angular momentum, you know, student, from angular momentum, what the Bohr said, student, that is electron will move into only those orbits which is having angular momentum, what, nh by 2 pi. So mbr is equal to what, student, nh by 2 pi, right? So that is from here what b is equal to, you can calculate now, student, nh by 2 pi mr, 2 pi mr. This is the equation number 2. Here is b square is there, you can put out to b square, you can make it b square. So b square means n square, and here is h square divided by 4. This will be the pi square, student, m square and r square. So this is the equation you consider to be, this is the equation number 2. Now what we can do, we can take the equation 1 and 2. Okay, so here we are a little bit, I am erasing, students, because this all is not visible, and the same time when we are recording with the mobile, So dear student, you are putting this one V2 equal to V2. Here I am putting V2 is equal to V2. So V2 is what, this one and this one. So here you see from here what we are going to put out the value. So n square h square, let me write, that is k z e square, this one, upon what is it will come, that is mr, and this one you can write that is n square h square upon what, student, 4 pi square m square, and it is coming r square, right student. This r and this square cancels out, this m and this m square is cancel out, dear student. So what is being left here, you see, that is we can write k z e square is equal to what, student, n square h square upon 4 pi square mr. So we need the radii. So r is equal to how much is coming, student? R is equal to, if you are calculating r is equal to, so r is, this value will come in the denominator. So n square h square divided by what, k z e square, right? Here is k z e square, and then it will come 4 pi square m, 4 pi square m. Now in this equation what you are going to find, student, okay, n is the orbit number. N is what in this equation? N is orbit that you have to. So n is orbit, it is orbit number, okay, orbit number. So orbit number, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, anything it can be. So it is a variable. H is Planck constant. H is equal to, this is what is, student, Planck constant, okay, Planck constant. Now next one is k is the also constant, okay, k is constant, k is equal to epsilon naught, okay. Z is what, atomic number. This is the atomic number. For different, suppose for hydrogen it is 1, for helium we have to take 2, for lithium we have to take 3, okay, helium plus here we have to take, student, okay. Now so pi constant, m is the mass of electron, okay, mass of electron. So what are these value, which is the variable? Atomic number is variable, n is variable, rest are the constant, rest are the constant. So what we are going to do, dear student, we are putting the values of other, so constant value. So what you will be able to get here, what the value you are going to get. So here let me write down this one, that is h square, okay, this is h square divided by what will come, k, and that is z will be the not constant, e is constant, 4 is already value, pi square, okay, m, and here will be, that is what is, that is n square upon z, okay. These are the constant, dear student, these are the constant, these values are the constant. These values are constant, that is having the values, you put out the values and you get out the exact formula, final formula of the radii of the orbit. So r is equal to, you put out the value, Planck constant value 6.626 into 10 power minus 31 kilojoule per mole, right, 31 kilojoule per mole. Now after that what we have to put out the, not 31, student, 31 is for the electron, 34 kilojoule per mole divided by what we have to put out the value. Next this will, let us not write the unit, student, here is square, 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilojoule per mole, and this is h square is there, so square. Now you put out the k value, 9 into 10 power 9 multiply by e, electron, charge of electron, so 1.6 into 10 power minus 19, okay, and this will be e is there, so this will be the square. Then what will come, pi 3.14, this is also going to be square. M is 9.1 into 10 ki power minus 31 kg, okay, multiply by n square upon what will come, student, n square upon z, this value. So firstly this value will come into the meter, student, this value will come in the meter. So let us try to calculate. If you are calculating this all, student, if you are calculating this all, so it is coming 5 point, it is coming 5 point, if you are saying this, student, 5 point, it will come 5.29 is coming, 5.29 into this is the 10 power minus 11 and n square upon z. This value is coming, dear students. This is in the meter, okay, this value will come in the meter. Dear students, we know this is the one radii. If they are asking the radii in the meter, that will be the formula. 1 angstrom is equal to how much, student? That is 10 power minus 10 meter. 10 power minus 10 meter. So R is equal to, you can put out, that is 5.29. 5.29 means, that is you can put a 0.529 into 10 power how much, that is minus 10 n square upon z. This will be the meter. Now we are putting 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power 10 meter. So you put out this value. Okay, so here what will come, student? 0.529. 10 power 10 means what? Angstrom. It will come in the angstrom. 0.529 into n square upon z. This is coming to the angstrom. So if they are asking the radii in angstrom, you have to use this formula. If they are asking radii in the which one, student? Meter, you have to use this formula. Okay, so dear student, what we are going to do, we are going to solve the problem based over it. Okay, so this formula you keep in mind, student. First of all, you see, student, dear student, what is the formula? R is equal to 0.529 into n square upon z. This is the angstrom. Okay, if you are at the meter, R is equal to 5.29 into 10 power minus 11 n square upon z. This is the in the meter. So what the formula, what they are asking, in which they are asking, that you have to keep the value, dear students. Right, now let us try to have a look over it. Okay, let us try to solve the problem number 1, question number 1. So what is question number 1? Calculate. Okay, firstly you see one convention. So R is related to directly proportional to n square. R is proportional to n square, right? And another is R is inversely proportional to atomic number. So if atomic number increases, so radii will decrease. And R is proportional. Suppose if you are talking about R, if n is equal to 1, so that is R proportional to 1 square. If n is equal to 2, so R is equal to how much? It is 2 square. So that is R is equal to R proportional to 4. Okay, R proportional to 4. So it means it is increasing in the exponent. So R will be related to this. Is suppose that is 1, then it will come 4, then it will come 9, then it will come 16. So this way it is the radii. Suppose this is the square time it is increasing, student. That you have to keep in mind. Now let us try to solve the problem over it. How can you be able to solve question number 1, dear students? Question number 1 is calculate the radii of Bohr's orbit. Radii of Bohr's orbit of hydrogen atom. Bohr's orbit of what? Hydrogen atom. Okay, hydrogen atom. So hydrogen atom, I know n is equal to already given 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, in angstrom. Okay, already they have asked in angstrom. So solution, if you are doing a student, okay, so here what is the solution if you are going to solve this one? When n is equal to 1, when n is equal to 1. So if n is equal to 1, dear student, so a formula, that is R1 is equal to 0.529 into what? N square upon what is coming, student? Z, angstrom, right? So that is 0.529 into n square means 1 square atomic number of hydrogen. Z value already in the beginning I already told you, if it is the hydrogen, student, it is Z value 1, helium plus is there, that is 2, lithium 2 plus is there, that is 3, beryllium 3 plus is there, that is the 4. So you can put out the value 1 angstrom, this 1 cancel out, so it is coming 0.529 angstrom. If you are going for the R2 second orbit radii, 0.529 into n square. N square means that is 2 square, because we are talking about n is equal to 2 second orbit, divided by 1. This is angstrom, this is nothing. Here is 0.529 into what? 4 angstrom. How much coming? So 4 9 ja 36, carry out 3, 4 2 ja 8, 3 11, carry out 1, 5 4 ja 20, 21. So this is 2.116 angstrom is coming this value second radii. Now students, you understood that is the radii is increasing. Okay, for hydrogen atom it is the power of the orbits, power of the orbit number. So if you are calculating for R3, dear student, if you are going for the R3, so R3 means how much it will come? R3 means n is equal to 3, so 0.529 into that is 3 square, so that is angstrom. So 0.529 multiply by 9, so 9 9 ja 81. So 9 9 ja 81, carry out 8, 9 2 ja 18, 18 and that is 8, 18 and 8, that is how much is 26, that is 6, carry out to 9 2 ja 9 5 ja 45, 45 and 2, 45 and 2 47. Okay, 47. Now after the 3 digits you have to put the decimal, so 4.761 angstrom. Okay, so this will 4.761 angstrom. Now so this way you can calculate the radii of the various Bohr orbit, dear students. Okay, now this is the first way to calculate. The first type of question is that is directly they will ask, that is calculate the radii of first Bohr orbit, second Bohr orbit and third Bohr orbits of the hydrogen atom. If suppose that is, if you are asking calculate question number 2, you know, question number 2, if you are going question number 2, calculate the radii of what student? Calculate the radii of second orbit of what? Orbit of helium plus, okay, in angstrom, you know. So solution, you see student, so already n equal to, they are giving 2, and z value how much they are saying student? Z for helium how much will be there student? Z for helium plus is there, that is also 2. So that is the radii R2 is equal to 0.529 into n square upon z angstrom. So here is 0.529 into how much will come? N value, that is 2 square divided by 2 angstrom, 2 cancel out, you can multiply 2 9 ja 18, 2 2 ja 4 1 5, 2 5 ja 10, 1 11, so 1.158 angstrom. So this is R2, 1.158 angstrom. This is the radii of the second Bohr orbit of the helium, student. Now let us try to understand the next problem. What is the next problem, dear students? Next problem, they ask student to have a look over the ratio, okay, ratio of the radii of the various Bohr orbit. So let us try to solve. Question: calculate the ratio of radii of what student? That is second orbit of helium, plus, and third orbit of what student? Third orbit of lithium 2 plus. Okay, so how can you be able to calculate the radii ratio? So formula already mentioned here, students, so apply the formula. So ratio of ratio of radii. So here you can put, that is the radii of what? Radii of which orbit? Second orbit of helium. Second orbit of what student? He plus divided by what? Radii of what? Radii of third orbit of lithium 2 plus is equal to 0.529 into n square upon z. This formula 0.529 multiply by n square upon z. You put out for the second value n equal to 2. So 0.529 into n value, that is 2 square, and atomic number of helium is, that is 2 divided by 0.529 multiply by, that is third orbit of lithium, that is 3 square divided by, that is lithium 3. So you see student, dear students, solve it out, solve. So how can you be able to do the calculations? Okay, so here is this cancel out, So this is also cancel out, that is this is also cancel out. So how much radii you are, okay, that way don't do student, that way don't do. That is 2 square multiply by 3, 2 square multiply by 3 divided by 2 multiply by 3 square. Okay, this cancel out, okay, and this cancel out, so that is it is coming 2 by 3. So that is you can write that is R2, R2 He plus ratio R3 Li plus is equal to how much coming student, 2:3. This is the ratio of radii of the helium and which one student, lithium ion, helium and lithium ion. Now let us move for the next question. Calculate the radius ratio of third and fifth orbit of helium. Okay, let us move to one more question student. The more you practice students on this type of question, more it will be the comfortable in solving. Okay, question number 2, question number 2 not, this is the third question. Calculate the ratio of radii of, calculate the ratio of radii of what, calculate the ratio of radii of what student, radii of second orbit. Okay, second orbit of, you are going, no you put out this third, okay, not third and fifth Bohr's orbit of helium plus He plus, right? So here is we are talking about third and fifth. So R3 He plus, okay, divided by R5 He plus is equal to what, 0.529 into, that is what, n square. Okay, n square, I am putting the firstly formula, n square upon z, 0.529 into n square upon z. So dear student, what we can do here, 0.529, this is where this will be cancel out. Okay, directly you can do third orbit, that is 3 square upon helium atomic number 2 divided by 0.529 into, that is fifth orbit. Okay, R5 fifth orbit, 5 square upon 2. This all will be the cancel out. So how much will coming student, that is 9 upon 2 into 2 upon 25. This cancel out, 9 upon 25. So that is you can write R3 He plus ratio R5 He plus is equal to what, 9:25. So this is the our answer student. Now you can solve it out. The one more question students. What is the question? Calculate the radius ratio of second excited state of hydrogen and first excited state of helium. So this is quite good question students. Let us try to. Calculate, this is question number 4 student. They are saying calculate the radius ratio, calculate the radius ratio of what student, second excited state of helium, state of what student, He plus, and first excited state, first excited state of what student, first excited state of what, that is Li2 plus. Okay, so students, how can you be able to term that is second, what is meaning of, see the hydrogen are there, this is hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen. So if you are talking about the hydrogen first excited state and second excited state, that is firstly you see the meaning, this is the hydrogen nucleus. Okay, suppose this is the first, this is second. So first excited state means that is this is the first orbit dear student after nucleus. So this is the first excited, electron is jumping to n equal to 1 2 3. So this is the first excited state, and when this is the second excited state, this is the second excited, right? So in the first excited state, electron will jump into the second orbit, second excited state, electron will jump to the third orbit, right? So here n is equal to 3, n is equal to 3. Lithium, if you are talking about, they have taken lithium 2 plus ion, so they are talking about first excited state. So suppose the firstly electron is here, so if you are excited, so electron jump here, so n is equal to how much, it is the 2. n is equal to 3 and n is equal to 2. So calculate the radius ratio of second excited state of hydrogen and first excited state of lithium 2 plus ion, right? So dear student, let us do the solution. Okay, second excited means third orbit, first excited state means second orbit. Okay, so ratio of radii of what student? Radii of this one, ratio of radii equal to how much they are asking, that is second excited state, you know, second excited state of what? Second excited state of hydrogen divided by, okay, first excited state of lithium, you know, excited state of what student? That is lithium, which ion? Lithium 2 plus, is equal to 0.529 into n square upon z divided by 0.529 into n square upon z. You solve it out student, you know, 0.529, this is all cancel out. So n value which second excited state 2 square, z value 1 for hydrogen, first excited state n equal to 2, z value for lithium how many? Z value for lithium is 3. So solve it out, that is 4 upon 1 multiply by 3 by, this is the 2 square, it will be there, 2 square. So here is 4, so 4 cancel out, that is 3 by 1. So here is we can write that is R to H ratio, R3 second excited state, first excited. So second excited means third. So R3H ratio how much is coming student? R1. Okay, R1, right student, R1. And R1 first excited state means it is going to, that is lithium 2 plus how much is coming student? 3:1. This value is coming student, that is 3:1. Second excited state, dear student, little mistake is there. Second excited excited means that is 3 square and this one, so that is it will come, little mistake is there here student. 3 3 ja 9 by 1, total multiply by 3 divided by 4, so this is coming student 27:4. So this is little mistake student, this is the 27:4. So third orbit, second orbit, this is coming 27:4. So thank you so much for watching friend. If you find this video helpful, please do like and subscribe the channel student. You can do the n number of problem student, you can do the n number of problem. Okay, you will not find any difficulties in solving the problem. Let us do the, for the excited state, maybe the little confusion, you can solve the one more problem on the excited state problem. Here is the calculate, the question is there student, calculate the radii of second excited state of lithium, second excited state of lithium, okay, 2 plus. Dear students, here is there lithium 2 plus is there. Here you see, for if electron is here, so first excited state, okay, this is the talking about first excited. So first excited means that is second orbit. Now they are talking about second excited state. So here is, suppose this is n, so this is 2. Now electron will jump where? Second to third orbit. So here electron is, so this is the case of second excited state. This is the second excited state. Second excited state means what? Second excited state means what, dear student? That is third orbit. Third orbit means n is equal to 3. So dear student, let us try to solve it out. So R3 is equal to 0.529 into, that is n square upon z. So here is 0.529, n square means 3 square upon z. Z value is 3. This is cancel out. So you solve out, 3 9 ja 27. Okay, 3 2 ja 6, 6 2 8, 3 5 ja 15. That is 15587 angstrom. Okay, So that is R3 Li2 plus is equal to 1.587 angstrom student. So this is what is our required answer, dear student. If you find this video helpful, please do like and subscribe the channel. Thank you, students.